If you are a Hindi medium background student and you don't know what to do and don't know where to start with, then this video is going to be for you guys. Yes, I can feel and I can understand what you guys are going through, because you might be thinking it makes a lot of difference when we come from a Hindi medium background and to the person who come from a English medium background, right? But there is not a lot of difference between these two students, like a Hindi medium and English medium student. Okay, just a little bit difference. Okay, so never push yourself in a depression mode, never feel down, and never let any other make yourself down. Okay, just keep yourself up, just pull up yourself together and start enjoying the journey of this language and start learning with full of your focus. Okay, yes, well, this video is about how to overcome that fear, that Hindi medium, that tag. I'm gonna tell you in this video. Well, I'm gonna give you only one tip, guys, and after revealing that tip, I will be telling you how to do it properly and methodically. Okay, but before I'm going to jump into the main topic, I want you to know about something, guys. Yes, while we are in the journey of learning English, while we are in the journey of getting fluency in this particular language, never ever compare yourself with anyone, because of course there will be so many persons out there who always try to pull you down, who always try to pull your leg. So never ever let yourself down in front of them. And of course there will be a lot of persons, and of course there will be always someone who is ahead of us in our lives. So there is no point of comparing ourselves to another person in our life or during the journey. Okay, so never compare yourself, and you are not less than anyone, and definitely one day is going to be yours, and that day you will prove and you will show who you are and what you can achieve in front of every other person who just like uh, underestimated you, who just undermined yourself, undermined you in front of others. Okay, so just write down my words somewhere, just write it down that these words gonna come true in your life, guys. If you are watching this video, that means you are so persistent and you are so self-disciplined about your learning language, right? Yes, if we get to the main topic, yeah, Hindi medium, right? Yes, of course. You are from a Hindi medium, and we some people might be English medium as well, and they don't know where to start with. Well, there is a point, there is a tip to them, and I would like to provide with you that tip. Actually, all I want you to know the basics before I'm going to reveal it. Yes, basics means not a grammar, not a phrasal verbs or a vocabulary or idioms. I don't want none of them. None of them. I don't want you guys to know about to master the grammar or anything. I just want you. I'm just expecting from you only two things, that is reading and writing. I guess every single person can do it, whoever watching my video right now, right? Yes, I can feel it. So, if you are good at these things, then this tip will help you a lot, means a lot, guys. That tip is going to be reading. Yes, you heard me right. Reading. You might all be thinking that how that reading is going to help us to achieve fluency. Of course, there are so many phases that we have to go through, guys. Every single day, we have to do so many things to get fluency in language. But this is going to be the step one. This is going to be the step one. So we have to start from this. We don't know the basics, we don't know where to start from and how to do it and what to do it, right? So that's why I'm telling you to start from reading. Yes, you might all be thinking, why only reading? Why can't it be another thing, like speaking? First of all, because everyone just tells you speak a lot. But first, let me clear you one thing, guys. But without knowing the basics, without even knowing how to frame a sentence, how can you even start speaking? Like, and the can you speak like this? the only words, whatever the words we know, can we speak them? Can we make them into a sentences? Can we string them into a sentences and talk to any other person? No, we cannot. We need to know every single meaning and basics of the, and like a foundation, we have to strong, we have to be strong, and we need to create a foundation to just start speaking. So you guys, don't start with speaking, please. Please, okay, it's not gonna work out. As a result, you feel down in the dumps, guys. You feel down in the dumps, you feel very gloomy after seeing your results, because no one can talk very fluently, and no one can make sentences for the very first day. Of course, if you are doing it, you are a miracle in the world, okay? Yes. So don't start with the speaking. Yeah, we start with reading. Why? Because when we were in school, we were taught actually everything in our native language, except that English language we were taught in native language. Why? Because teachers feel that if they can explain us each and everything in our native language, it will make us understand very well. So that's why they switch languages from English to Hindi. Of course, if when it is a English language, when it is an English subject, they will have to teach in English. But what teachers did, they always switch to our native language to make us feel, to make us understand, to make us understand very well. So it's not even their problem, it's not even their mistake as well, okay? So we need to be familiar with English. We need to keep in touch with English before speaking. But how is it even possible? Of course, as I told you before, we need to start reading. I know, guys, I know it. Of course, I know, guys, I know you all. I can read you inside out. Literally no one likes reading. Of course, I used to be the one among them as well. But literally, I changed myself to learn English only because of this language. I changed myself. I adapted to learn English, and I adapted myself to read every single day. Yes, and of course, I can tell you how you can also immerse yourself in reading. Yeah, at first, it's going to be an uphill task to just cross. Of course, it's going to be like that. There is no wonder about it. So you don't need to be panic. At first, what you have to do is you just you just go to the bookstore and grab some books, okay, and grab some books. It's not only about books, guys. If you are not interested in reading something, like if you are not interested in reading books, then you can just opt for any news channel, any newspapers, or any articles, or any magazines like that. There is a lot of stuff out there, so you can just reach out and you can just grab whatever the content you feel like, whatever the content you like to read. So you can just buy it from the bookstore. And of course, there will be someone out there who cannot afford to buy a book. I can, of course, I have a solution for them as well. Yeah, you just need to do one thing, guys. All you have to do is just go to the Google and just tap on the screen, like just tap on the search bar, and you will get many books, free PDF downloads. Yeah, you all you need to is search like a free PDF storybooks. For example, storybooks, if you are a ardent lover of Sudha Murthy ma'am, you can search her books because they are very easy to understand, guys. Yes, first is, yeah, that first step is to go and grab a book, like whatever the book you like. And what you have to do after picking up a book, what you have to do, yes, while you are choosing a book, you need to pay your attention, you need to be conscious about it. Why? Because you just need to ask yourself, you have to ask yourself, I'm gonna choose this book, will I be able to understand, will I be able to read it? Because it should be according to your choice, guys. If you like to read storybooks, like for example, story like a kids storybooks are very easy to understand, so you just go with that, you just go for it. So if you, yes, you can just go for it. you can go for it actually. Kid story books. And if you don't like that stuff, you can go for, as I told you before, magazines or something, okay, or something. Or if you don't like whatever I've said previously, you can even have one more option, that is social media. Not a social media, of course. It is about the surroundings, it is about the whole world, what is going on around you and in your surrounding, in your nation, and in the whole universe, right? Yeah, or it can be your favorite Bollywood actor. Like if your favorite actor is Salman Khan, then you can just search about him on Google, right? So if you can just search about him on Google, there will be there will be lots and lots of website will be popping out on your screen. So what you need to do is just tap on it and go through that article and just read out that article. Yes, if you read out the article, you will get to know many things about him particularly. And of course, you will get to know the formation of the sentence throughout that article. So you can just do that if you don't like to do that. Okay, if you don't like to study storybooks, yeah, well, you can't, of course it's going to be very helpful for the ones who can't afford to buy any book. You can just simply download it. There will be free for some books, only for some books. I'm not telling each and every book will be available on internet for free. No, it's not like that. Only some books will be available and we can download it for free. And after downloading it, you can just start reading, guys. Yes, you can just start reading. And this is going to be the step 2. And what is the third step? After picking a book or anything, or a magazine, after picking a book or a magazine or an article, what you have to do? What you have to do? Yes, this step is going to be very, very crucial, guys. Yes, the third step is going to be about reading. And this is a very crucial step. Why? Because you will have to give your whole attention to reading. While you are reading, you don't let yourself get distracted by something around you. If you feel like you are getting distracted easily by the noise around you, or by the family members, or by the kids, or by the TV noise, then you just do one thing. You just go to your room and lock up yourself and start reading aloud. If you do think there is still noise, you just switch on fan and start reading aloud. Okay, yes, and start reading out. While you are reading, guys, remember one thing: you should maintain your pace. You should not read very fast, and you should not read at the same time, you should not read at very slow pace, right? You should be at your rhythm, you should be at your pace. But when will we get to know about that pace? Like, where am I good at? Yes, you will get to know. Like maybe it may take 1 day or 2 days. Okay, hardly it takes 2 days, that's it. Then you will get to know your pace, you will get to know your pace. And yeah, whenever you feel like I'm understanding the sentence while I'm reading with this pace, then you will get to know that is what your pace is. Keep up with your pace while reading the whole article. So never lose your pace, and never read it fast, and never read it very fast. It is not going to be worthy, guys. If you read it fast, it is not going to be worked out. So don't do that. So you just keep up with your pace. It is okay even if you can only finish one page for 1 day. It is okay, but you be very attentive. It doesn't matter how many pages you finished by the end of the day. All matters is how much you understand and how much you grasp at the end of the day. Okay, so never force yourself to read it fast and to finish the book as early as possible. It is not gonna worth it, as I told you before. Okay, and this is all about third step. And the fourth step is going to be about reading aloud. Yes, guys, you need to read aloud, and reading aloud strengthens your fluency actually. Of course, it makes you read fluently. Reading fluently doesn't mean very fast. It means effective reading. Yeah, that means, what does it mean actually? Yes, actually, it means you will have to pay your whole attention to that reading. to that reading, whatever you are reading right now, whatever you might be reading at that moment. You should pay your attention to that, and you should not get distracted. You make sure yourself you're not getting distracted or doing something while you are just reading. Okay, you just give your best while reading, and don't forget to read aloud. If you ask me why should we read aloud, yes, there is a reason for that. Actually, when we read aloud, our brain becomes attentive. Our mind will take that words attentively, and it will become active. And you know what, guys, when we try to like when we are trying to read something, the whole words or whatever the sentence is, they will get translated themselves in our mind, and we will and in the end of the sentence, we will get to know the exact meaning of that sentence in our native language. All this happens in our mind. We don't even have to translate it by ourselves. It can be possible only by reading aloud. So try to read as loud as you can, guys. Okay, this is the fourth step, and I think I have finished all the steps. So, what you guys are waiting for? Just go and grab a book and start reading. You are gonna enjoy, guys. You're gonna enjoy the journey very well. Once you start reading, then no one can stop you from reading any book. Then no one can stop you from reading books. Trust me, because I was also the one who used to hate reading, who used to feel like it's a tedious thing, it's a boring task for me. It's like a tedious task or a boring task to read any book or anything. So I was also among them. Now you can see my progress only because of the reading. I could not say only because of the reading I'm here. I have done so many process. I have gone through so many phases as well. So I will be sharing with you in my YouTube channel. There is no doubt about it. But indeed, reading played a pivotal role. It has taken in my life, in my English journey, it has taken like a lion's share, like a major share, major part in my journey. So I always adore reading. I always if you start reading, guys, one thing, listen to me. If you start reading, then it will take you to the other world. When you immerse yourself in that book or whatever you are reading, we will just feel like we are in the other world. We are completely in the different world. According to the situation, we will go there. So I hope you guys would definitely start reading, and I hope you guys found it useful for you. Thank you. Bye bye.